I did quite a bit of research before getting clear braces from Invisalign. Some things I knew about or expected, but there were quite a few things I learned on my journey of wearing 42 different aligners that nobody made me aware of. Here are 40 tips and things I think you should know about getting and wearing Invisalign or equivalent clear aligners. Number 1. Retainers are key to keeping your teeth straight. Technically, this might be one of the last steps in your journey, but probably one that isn't spoken about enough or understood. You have to wear retainers for the rest of your life, or at least as long as you want to keep your nicely aligned teeth. You don't wear your braces for X months and then you are done. Once your teeth are straight, you will need to wear a thicker plastic aligner known as a retainer every night. This helps keep the teeth in place and stops them from shifting over time. Many people, myself included, have a wire attached to the back of their front teeth too. This bonded retainer, often called a permanent retainer, is worn in addition to the removable one. Number 2. Although clear Invisalign is not invisible. Whilst few people will ever comment on it, when up close people will be able to see that you are wearing Invisalign. They are far less obvious than fixed braces, but at the end of the day you are wearing a piece of moulded plastic over your teeth. 3. You will likely have attachments on your teeth, and more than you expect. Attachments, or buttons as they are sometimes called, are small, oddly shaped fittings that are glued to the teeth. You won't see the ads highlighting these things. They are made from a white filling material that your aligners clip over and onto. They essentially help the dentist move the teeth in the way they want by applying forces at specific places on the teeth and in certain directions. You're lucky if you end up with just a couple. I ended up with 16. Your treatment plan will affect how many and when they are attached, but the likelihood is they will be fitted at the start and on for the duration. Number 4. You will worry initially about attachments coming off. It's only natural to be worried about the attachments breaking off the teeth. Don't be. The bonding system is very strong. It's the same as the way that white fillings are done in decayed teeth. I didn't experience any breaking, but it can happen according to my dentist. I was advised it's quite normal and some can be lost and not replaced, whilst others might have to be. I just had to let my dentist know if it happened. Number 5. You need to wear aligners for 22 hours or more a day. The key to success is wearing them for as long as possible. It might sound hard, but you do quickly get used to it. Take them out to eat and drink, then put them back in as soon as you can. Number 6. It's okay to take them out for extended periods if you want to. If you have a special event to go to, or you're going out with your friends for drinks, it's best to take them out and have a few hours of freedom. Just don't make it too much of a habit, as it will delay your treatment. Number 7. You will hate them if you like snacking, but they are great if you want to lose weight. Commonly known as the Invisalign diet, you can lose weight when wearing them. I did. This is because it stops you from snacking. I had to fight off a massive desire to take them out and grab something quick to eat. But the resulting hassle of brushing after just meant I decided against snacking. It saved me money and made me slimmer. Number 8. You will most likely need or be offered interproximal reduction, better known as IPR. In most cases, to be able to move and align teeth nicely, it's necessary to remove a tiny amount of enamel off the sides of the teeth. This is normally between 0.5 and 1 mm. It's an irreversible procedure. The enamel removed doesn't grow back. I had it done and I barely felt anything, but some can find it a very sensitive experience. A tip here is to use sensitive toothpaste for a couple of weeks before any interproximal reduction to help prevent sensitivity. Number 9. You'll be given a few sets at a time. You'll typically be given 4 to 6 weeks of aligners at a time. How often you will need to change them will depend, but in most cases it's every 7 to 14 days. It will be up to you to remember to replace them at the advised timescales. Number 10. The first few sets can hurt. Yep, I can't lie, you will know you have them in. The first few aligners have some of the biggest tooth movements. Plus your teeth are not used to the pressure. For this reason, your mouth can ache for the first few days or weeks. I didn't find it to be as bad as I was expecting. It was less painful than the fixed braces I had as a teen. I only had to take some painkillers on a few occasions. Number 11. Change the aligner before bed. Changing to your new aligner before bed can be the best approach, as you can hopefully sleep through the mild discomfort of the new aligner. Fitting a new aligner in the morning when you're alert can mean you focus on the pressure more. Number 12. You will get a lisp. Talking with a load of plastic over your teeth will cause a lisp. This is only temporary. The more you practice talking with them, the quicker this will go, but it can creep back at times with each new aligner. Number 13. They can be sharp and cut on your gums and cheeks. I only experienced this on the first couple of aligners, as my cheeks toughened up to the foreign object in my mouth. I found most to be hard but not sharp, although there was the odd pinching sensation at times. I was advised to use a nail file on any particularly sharp edges. 14. White lines on your cheeks. I must have subconsciously sucked in my cheeks as a reaction to wearing the aligners, but I ended up with these noticeable white lines on the inside of my cheeks. They didn't hurt, but they were a bit raised. They did subside and disappear, but I hadn't expected this. 15. Chewies are your best friends. These small rubber or silicone things can feel like a lifeline when the pain is at its worst. The added pressure of biting on them distracts your brain from the pain, I believe, whilst also helping the aligner to fit more snugly to the teeth. If you're chilling in the evening or watching a movie, just chew on these for 15 minutes or so. According to my orthodontist, it can help with progressing treatment. Number 16. You need to brush and floss after every meal. Like it or not, you have to brush your teeth after every meal. For most, that is 3 times a day. It's the harsh reality of aligners. You need to keep the teeth clean when you've got the aligners pressed up against them all day and night. If you don't have a good oral care routine before treatment, you should. You definitely will do so by the end. 17. You will brush your teeth in places that you would never imagine you would. I've brushed my teeth in the car, in many restaurant bathrooms, in small cafes, in a museum and more. It's the peril of living a life and wearing braces. You will likely get odd looks, but it's worth it in the end, and heck, it shows you have a good oral care routine. 18. Losing an aligner is a risk. Unless you are careful, you can lose an aligner. The common story is taking them out at a restaurant as you eat and putting them on a serviette. Only when you go to put them back in do you discover the server has scrunched them up in the tissue as they cleared the table, and now they are in the bin somewhere. You should be provided with a case to put them in when not wearing them, but if you forget it, be mindful where you put them. Number 19. Don't throw your used aligner away. Keep hold of your old aligners until your treatment is over. As per my last point, if you lose aligner number 15 but still have number 14, you can pop number 14 back in as a temporary measure until you get feedback from your dentist on what to do next. In most cases, they will advise moving on to aligner number 16, but in some instances you will need to get a new aligner made, as your teeth will not have moved enough to fit into the 16th aligner. Number 20. Your last aligner isn't necessarily your last aligner. You might be keen to get on to the end of the treatment, but even with the best planning, the teeth don't always move as quickly or in the way your dentist hopes for. This is when you can enter a stage called refinements. Basically, more alignments that focus on smaller movements of the teeth to perfect the finished result. It can feel like a bit of a slog and a negative when you should be jumping for joy, but it's worth it, trust me. Number 21. Invisalign is an alternative to fixed braces. Invisalign and clear aligners are very appealing because you can remove them and they are less noticeable, but that doesn't mean they are always the answer. In some cases, traditional fixed braces are better. Don't put the aesthetics of braces before the function. Take your orthodontist's advice on what works best for you. Number 22. There is a limit on what aligners can do. Simply put, they won't work or be suitable for everyone. There are always some exceptions. An orthodontist is most qualified to assess your teeth and tell you what type of braces can or cannot give you the tooth movement you are looking for. Number 23. The average treatment time is 6 to 12 months. Small changes take less time, bigger changes take more time. 6 months is more of a minimum though, and treatment can take up to a couple of years. You will see changes within the first few aligners though. I was surprised by how much movement I had in the first couple of weeks. 24. The attachments and aligners can stain. Be aware of what you eat and drink. Whilst the aligners can be removed for eating and drinking, the attachments can't, and they can stain. For most foodstuff, it's not a problem, particularly if you're cleaning your teeth well, but turmeric is a well-known ingredient that can stain the attachments, making them yellow and more obvious on the teeth. Number 25. You will notice if you have a habit of clenching. I knew I had a bit of a habit of clenching and grinding my teeth at night, but wearing my aligners taught me I did it at times during the day too. Clenching and grinding is a topic all in itself, but the aligners provide some protection to your teeth if you have this habit. It can mean your aligner and subsequent retainer will break more frequently than it might for someone else. Number 26. If you're a nail biter, you won't be anymore. It's a dirty habit, I know, but it's one I had and was aware of. There's nothing more effective than wearing blunt plastic trays over the tops of your teeth to stop this. 27. Research before committing. Do plenty of research about the dentist or orthodontist offering the braces before signing any treatment plan. Make sure you are happy with the clinician, ask all the questions you have, and ask for case studies of past clients. Any good dental professional will take the time to answer your questions and happily show you examples of their work. Don't be afraid to get a second opinion and another quote. You've only got one set of adult teeth, so you need to make sure you do things right. 28. There are different levels of treatment and costs. Depending on your teeth and the steps involved to get your smile to the position you desire can mean using different Invisalign products. They all use clear aligners, but the package on offer can be for longer or shorter periods of time. It is based on your individual circumstances. As such, the cost is impacted too. No two cases are the same, so it's important not to compare too much. You may need a shorter treatment compared to a friend or colleague. Longer treatment plans will usually equal higher costs. 29. You need an X-ray before you can begin treatment. Proceed with extreme caution if you are not made to have an X-ray before commencing any treatment. An X-ray allows the orthodontist to check the bone around the teeth and that there are no problems before you start. Braces move your teeth, so the bone needs to be able to change shape around them. Most people have healthy bone that will cope with this, but it's important to check before. Some teeth may also require so much movement it can damage the blood and nerve supply to the tooth. X-rays are needed to show the whole picture. 30. You shouldn't get braces if you know you need dental treatment. A dentist should advise if there is a need to get work done before starting your treatment. If you get a filling, bonding or new crown or similar during your treatment, the aligners will not fit. Try to get any necessary work done before you have a scan of your teeth taken for your treatment plan. 31. It's important to pay attention to your clean check. Before committing to any treatment, you should be shown a computer visualization of your teeth and the movements and what the final result should look like. Make sure the teeth are where you want them to be and focus on the areas you currently aren't happy with. This is what your treatment plan will aim to create, so it's important that if you aren't happy, you say so. Don't let the person selling you the plan skip this stage. 32. You will see your dentist every 4 to 6 weeks. Expect to visit your dentist fairly regularly. As annoying as this is, it is so very important. They are checking on the progress of your tooth movement. They can spot any areas where they are not moving as expected and take the necessary steps if alterations are needed. They are not checking for tooth decay or other problems, so you will still need to book appointments for these. Number 33. Removing aligners is tricky. You'll be shown how to remove the aligners. It can be fiddly, particularly the first few aligners, which tend to be particularly tight. It will take some practice to get them out. Rest assured it will get easier within the first few days or weeks. You'll find a way that works for you, but the key is to try and apply even force to the aligner. You don't want to be pulling just at the front, for example, as this can make it harder and risk damaging attachments, etc. Number 34. You can't eat with them in. They are not designed to withstand the forces that come with eating. They will break and be ineffective. Remove them before eating anything. 35. You can only drink water with them in, no tea or coffee. Simple really, the heat of the drink can warp them and the tannins in them can stain the aligner too. A cold beer or cocktail might not warp the aligner, but it's not good for it or your teeth to have liquid trapped in the tray and in contact with your teeth the whole time. Number 36. You might eat more at meal times. Due to the faff of taking them out to eat, I found I often ate more at meal times to make up for not being able to snack between times. Number 37. You can't whiten during your treatment. Well, technically you could, but it's a silly decision to do so. Whitening can be uneven and surfaces of teeth may become exposed with further aligners, etc. It's well worth waiting until the treatment is finished so you can get the best results. Number 38. The aligners do discolour. Over time they do dull from the clear plastic and can take on a slightly misty white-yellow tint. Regular cleaning of the aligner helps, but even with the most bland diet they still seem to change colour a bit. Not a big issue as you change your aligners regularly, but don't be surprised if they don't stay crystal clear the whole time you wear them. Number 39. You might want further dental treatment such as whitening and bonding. Straight and aligned teeth can look great and make you feel more confident, but when you have spent months obsessing over your teeth it may drive you to get more dental work done. I'm an advocate for a natural smile, but you do you. I had some bonding on one tooth that was chipped to even out the shaping a bit and make me feel better about my smile. It cost a few £100 extra, but coupled with the included teeth whitening, it was worth it. Number 40. You'll get out of it what you put into it. Everyone's experience is different and I hate to be blunt, but the reality is such. Commitment to the cause will result in a better final result. If you don't wear your retainers, constantly cancel or rearrange checkups with your dentist, and then fail to wear your retainer after treatment, then expect the process to take longer, potentially cost more, and possibly not get the results you want, or your teeth will shift out of alignment again.